work in an environment that is very high in comparison, full of entitlement, and one-upping one another. Frankly, it's a giant headache. I have never seen so many people, I'm just gonna say it, it's all women, okay? It is a group of women between the customers and the staff, like everyone involved, it's all women. I hate to say it, but it's the truth, okay? So let's get that out of the way. And I won't even say it's all the staff. I'll just say it's select members of the staff. For the sake of this video, I'm gonna clump contractors in with normal staff. So when I say employees, that's just all encompassing. For the most part, the employees are not really part of this. They are like me and having to deal with this, but there are some who add fuel to the fire, who add drama. And honestly, it is so insane how there are this many people in the world who think it's okay to act the way that these people act. And I know to an extent, it is only so like excessive because these people are all within the same niche, hobby, interest group. So they're like all collected under one roof. And so therefore it seems very intense. All of these negative things, these negative behaviors that they are doing. I will say that I have found the silver lining in this whole situation. Over the past like 4 months, and unfortunately moving forward, it has brought to my attention 2 things that I can think of right now where there is some good. The first one being, it makes me think about boundaries a lot more. Boundaries are a lot more on my mind, and it makes me think about how to place those boundaries, what my boundaries are, how to enforce those boundaries. And I feel like I said boundaries like 20 times just now, and I'm sorry, but you know, boundaries. It seems like majority of these people have never heard of the word boundaries and don't know what it means at all. And a lot of the problem that arises between customers to staff, a lot of the problems can be instantly resolved on the staff side by placing boundaries, by giving a firm no, by making it clear that they will not be making exceptions, by making it clear no one will get special treatment, that whatever the staff says goes, and they aren't doing it. Now, I'm hoping this is going to change moving forward. There have been some discussions where it's like, okay, it seems like we're all in agreement about, you know, certain decisions for certain situations. We just got to stick to it. We all agree. We all got to execute. So there might be some changes on that front moving forward. For the most part right now, I am mostly witnessing a lot of situations that arise with customers. I'm not directly part of the situation because I have made it clear that I want no part in the drama. I have made it clear I want no part in situations that do not involve me or my responsibilities. And honestly, I feel like people are picking up on the fact that I don't want to play any of their games. And I think they are starting to leave me alone, which thank goodness, because I'm tired. So for me, placing these boundaries with customers, with certain employees, it's very clear to me how to do it, how to move forward, how to enforce it. And I see people who don't. It boggles my mind how they are unable to place the boundaries, stay in their ground, and enforce it. Because to me, it's common sense. It's standing up for yourself and showing other people that they need to respect that. Without getting too in depth of the situation and details and straying on a tangent, I just don't understand how some people don't know how to stand up for themselves. And maybe it's just because of my age and maturing, because honestly, I didn't used to be like this. I used to be very passive, very quiet, very scared to speak up. And I don't know when it changed. I think a big thing that has helped is that honestly, I get fed up with people as I've gotten older. I am just completely over some of the immature behavior that I see. And I think when you get to a certain point of just being fed up, you just stop taking it. I don't know how else to explain it. It's like when I started my whole self-improvement journey, like I literally got fed up with my own woe is me bullshit to myself. And I was just like, no, this needs to stop. And I made a plan to figure out what I needed to do to see the changes that I wanted to see. I guess at some point over time, I just gradually got tired of certain behaviors from others. And I just started saying like, no, I don't want this in my life. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to hear about it. No, leave me alone. And here I am, really fed up with it. Maybe boundaries is something that would be easier to talk about if I had a specific question to answer, like a more detailed, specific question, because yeah, I feel like that could be its own topic, its own video, and it's so broad. There's so many branches that can come off of it. So yeah, let's take that route. If you have a specific question of some sort, put that down in the comments and I can discuss it in a separate video, because I think I'm gonna stray at this point. The second good thing that I think has been happening because of all the crazy behaviors around me at work, I don't care what other people think. Or rather, I'm at the point in life where I don't care as much to begin with. So now I care even less, thanks to what I witness at work. I guess it's just because I hear and see things and I'm just like, that is so trivial. You are being so immature. You are being so like, your behavior is so ridiculous. I have gotten to the point where I am just so exhausted emotionally and mentally dealing with the constant drama, the constant immature behaviors from customers, and hearing about drama. And I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care to hear about it. I don't care to see it. I don't care to be a part of it. Especially, I do not care to be a part of it. I think because in my point of view, I see the certain characters. Again, it's not all customers and it's not all employees. It's just the certain players that have made it clear that they are here to cause trouble and be dramatic. Because I view them so, I don't view them highly, but viewing them lowly sounds weird and wrong. So I don't know what the phrase is. If I don't think highly of them, I think lowly of them. So whatever that phrase is going to be. Because I think so lowly of them because of their behaviors that I've witnessed, I'm just like, why should I give a shit of what they think about me or what they think about anything? And I don't mean that in the sense of like, I've heard them say something about me or I think they don't like me or whatever. But again, I don't care. Even if I had, I just wouldn't care. But it's just like, because I view you so lowly, your opinion has no value to me in regards to more or less anything. And it's been encouraging me to continue to not care about what others think, to do what I need to do what I think is right, and to just mind my own business. That I'm just like, why do I need to waste my time and energy caring about what others think about me? And I think because I'm able to place these views on a very specific situation, which is my workplace, it's been eye-opening in the sense that like, oh, this is really universal. This is really something that can be applied to anyone and anywhere. And I mean that in the sense of like, okay, like we all know, we all grew up with people telling us like, don't care about what others think about you, do what you need to do, don't care about what others say, you know, that jazz. And it's like, so you know that concept, but for me in this situation, it's like, because I have my work environment constantly exposing me to it, I feel like because I'm now having to practice I don't want to say defense mechanism, but like the reflex of not caring. I'm sorry if I'm using the wrong words, but I hope you just get what I'm saying. Because I'm practicing the act of not caring about their opinions, not caring about what they say, it's becoming more solidified as, I don't want to say reflex, but like as my motto. I'm sorry, I'm not good with words, but does that make sense? It's just like any habit, any talent, any anything in life, the more you do it, the more you practice it, the better you get at it. That's what I'm trying to get at. Because I'm having to practice the act of not caring about what these women are saying or doing and the drama they're causing, it's becoming more second nature to me. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Walking into the situation I'm in, which is starting this job, I had an inkling that this was going to happen because it's unavoidable. Again, let's be honest. It's a bunch of women, okay? Women like drama. Women like stirring the pot. These are all female traits, unfortunately. The stereotype exists because it happens enough across the board, globally, okay? It is what it is. So I knew coming into this role, my job, that I was potentially going to face something like this. But knowing you're gonna face it and then actually facing it to the degree that it will be, I still don't think I was quite fully prepared. Because to me, I'm like, you're all grown women. You're all full-grown ass adults. Why would you think this is appropriate behavior? For public or in private, but especially at a business establishment, why would you think this is appropriate behavior? But I guess this is where all those horror stories for retail comes from. I don't even know if you would technically consider this retail. I guess you would. I have seen look at me behavior. I have seen entitlement, trying to bully people to get their way, trying to make passive aggressive comments, trying to drag me in to their whatever they're fussing about. And I've had to put some people in place. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to get involved. But at the same time, like I said, majority of these problems would be resolved or not even happen if people placed boundaries with each other and respected the boundaries. And the staff has admitted that majority of these problems have been created by them because they were catering to the customers. I guess it's a matter of looking at the bright side. I still managed to use this annoying situation to my benefit of like, hey, it's helping me practice placing boundaries, enforcing boundaries. It's helping me think about what my boundaries are, and it's helping me not care what other people think and say. I guess it is still helping me grow as a person, which is good. But man, sometimes I wish you could just learn these lessons the easy way and not have to deal with experiences like this, because okay, now I've learned these lessons. Is this going to stop now? No, it's not. I'm going to have to continue dealing with this environment moving forward. I'm sure I'm going to learn some other helpful lessons